Welcome back. Yes, I am still here. It's just been a minute. So I thought we could chat. Wow, this setting is really good. Okay, I thought we could chat. I'm gonna get ready. Clearly need to. Let's talk about where the heck I've been. I know there's only like 400 of you on here, but my goal in this season of life is to really make intentional content and to actually try with social media. I feel like I get so overwhelmed and like bogged down because I put a lot of effort into it. You know, as much effort as you can put into it when you have a full-time job. Yeah, as much effort as I put into it, you know, like obviously my quality could be better. I stopped making videos because I just got really discouraged by the fact that like I wasn't really gaining any traction, and I'm not the most consistent. I don't have the best quality. I don't really know what my niche is. So there's a lot of factors at play here, okay? All that to say, I'm focusing on making intentional content, and I feel like I have a better grip on, like a better idea of what I want my digital footprint to be. And that is just sharing like the creative process with you guys, and kind of like also letting you into my personal life a little bit, not as much as I used to. I really want to move away from like just vlogging to vlog. Although those are fun to like look back on, I really want to inspire you guys to create, or like I want my audience to be fellow creatives. I haven't written in a very long time due to some personal things that have gone on in my life this year, and that's okay. So right now I'm focusing on making jewelry, and so this is a piece that I am making for my fall line, Corps d'Amour, and my jewelry line is called Neptune's Collection. And so that's the main purpose of today's video. Is I just want to talk about where I'm at now, what I'm building, and just really let you guys into that and that whole process, because it's been really fun. Yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so first up, I already used my Caudalie grape water. So now I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of oil, because, oh wait, no, I'm gonna go in with the Laneige Cream Skin. I absolutely love this stuff, and that was the birthday gift this year at Sephora. So I got it, and it reminded me how much I need to buy another bottle. I always see people using the Rhode one, and I haven't tried it. It looks a lot thicker, but I imagine it's similar to this, and I just love it. It just gives you such like a creamy glow, and it really is like an instant hydration for your skin. So yeah, I'm starting with that, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of oil, kind of like a little bit of gua sha. Yeah, so I think I've posted a little bit of writing content on here. I have posted, or I have published, self-published 2 books. And I love vlogging. I've talked about that on here a lot, that like another creative outlet for me is vlogging. But when you don't have like a ton going on in your life, like it's a little monotonous, it makes you not want to film, especially when you don't have good equipment. And I really, really want a new vlog camera. And for the last like 6 months, I've been like, I'm gonna save, I'm gonna get a new camera, I'm not gonna film until it's perfect. Like maybe that's the problem. But honestly, it's just not a priority right now. Like what's a priority is growing my business, and it does take money to make money. And hi little Bubba, my cat's over there. I wanna put my money where it matters right now. So I do work full time for now. I'm really hoping to get this jewelry business off the ground and do like pop-ups and stuff. I do have a website, but I want to grow it, and that's gonna take money for many different reasons. So yeah, I wanna say back in June, I launched my jewelry brand Neptune's Collection, and I just have a little Shopify website, which is awesome, but it does cost money. And I really haven't made that many sales, which, you know, that's normal. Like I don't pay for marketing. I don't love marketing a ton on social media. And I think after publishing 2 books and being super active on TikTok, I have really come to learn that it's not all about like submitting to an algorithm and posting every day, blah, blah. It's really, I'm very into astrology, and it's very dependent on a lot of different factors, okay? Some people are just more destined, like predestined to do well on social media. I am not somebody who enjoys trends at all, especially on social media. I find them very annoying. And so I'm not gonna post them. Like, I want my social media to be authentic. And so if I grow very slowly, that's okay. And I think that's like the whole point that I'm trying to circle around to, is in every aspect of my life, I'm trying to grow slowly and authentically in a very holistic way. And so I'm just really learning how to focus my attention where it matters at the time that it matters, and be so comfortable in that, and be so comfortable in where I'm at in that moment, and believe that the day you plant the seed is not the day that the plant will grow, or the day you will reap the reward. That's like a big problem of mine. I'm a Leo Mars. So I need that instant gratification, but unfortunately I just don't think I have the personality, or even want to have the personality of somebody who's like an overnight success, or like goes viral and stuff. Like, and if I do go viral, I want it to be for the right reasons, not because I did a trend. That's just me personally. Even though I don't get like a ton of hits right now, I'm still showing up here and there where it matters, because with trial and error, what I've noticed about myself and my personal design, and maybe my personal astrology, is that I actually do way better and am more successful in person when it's one-on-one, or in like a small group setting. For instance, like when I did my when I did my book signings, I sold out almost every single time. But when I post on TikTok, I maybe get like 15 likes and no one buys my book. So I watch the online sales, all of that. My success from the trial and error has taught me, like from the trial and error, I have learned that my success comes from in person. And you know, I really have been also wanting to create more of a community here in my town, and the best way to do that is to keep doing events and going out there and like putting my name out there, being a name, making personal connections one-on-one with people. And I think that's the biggest way I'm going to have an impact, and that's how I want to make an impact too. Like, social media is fun and great and stuff, especially for people who can't do that and really like need to make friends online and connections online, but I just don't think that's how I am meant to, really. So I'm gonna follow that. I'm gonna follow that intuition and that little nugget and follow what I've learned and really ride the wave of that. And I'm gonna bring you guys along and show you how that works out for me. Like I said, it has worked out pretty well when it comes to my books, but I can't really do book signings all the time. I mean, I have done a few here and there for the same book, but it just gets a bit tired. And now that I work a more like stable job that I enjoy, it's 9 to 5, like I want my weekends to be mostly free to do whatever I want. I'm just a little burnt out on signings at the moment. I was thinking about it, and I might do one in November or December just to like do another little push for my books, but there's only so many weekends in a month, and we have holidays coming up. And I also think that jewelry, my handmade jewelry, is going to be a great Christmas gift. So yeah, I really want to push out also like the summer inventory of my jewelry. We were taking a new direction, a little bit of a, not a rebrand, but like definitely a different aesthetic vibe for the next 2 collections that I'm planning for fall and winter. And so, and with that being said, I need to move this other inventory, plus that will give me money to make new pieces, because I also am not just using like cheapo depot plastic beads from Michael's. Like, I take the time to source from like my local store. I like to use crystals, glass. So these are Chinese glass beads, which those are pretty affordable, but I do use a lot of crystal as well. I did that in my first collection, which hasn't really sold yet. And so I was kind of like, ooh, I want to make quality pieces that obviously will last, but I also need to kind of find that middle ground until I start selling more pieces, because otherwise you're just spending money and you're not making money. So yeah, I want to be ethical and transparent, and I want like these pieces to last a long time for the people that buy them, but at the same time I have to be realistic right now for where I'm at in my life, like with what I can spend. Kind of circling back to like focuses on money and stuff, is like I did buy this little selfie light, which is making a huge difference, but also this camera setting is way better than normal.
No, diva no.
So like maybe we're okay, maybe we don't need a new vlogging camera right now, but I still want to get one, so maybe I'll get one for Christmas. But I'm also super into, this leads to like the next part of the video, my home. Like me and my husband finally live in a bigger home. We don't live in an apartment life anymore, and I'm having fun like decorating and furnishing, and I really want to do up my guest room and make it like a dream girly room that I've always wanted. This is also my studio, which I still want to invest some in like furniture, and I think I want to transition into making this also like my get ready studio. So I might even get like a clothing rack and put, you know, like a handful of outfits in here. I'm still mulling that over. That would be a fun little project. So all of that to say, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I don't think I should say I'm ADHD, but I do feel like I kind of am. All that to say, my content going forward is going to be wholesome, authentic, at home spirituality mixed with entrepreneur, small business life. So I'm gonna take you guys along that journey. I'm gonna take you, you know, like one video might be doing my first pop-up, or another video might be like rebranding my website, like blah blah blah, and then another video might be like guest room furniture haul. I don't know, whatever. But I just used the Waterbank Laneige Blue Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer, also very good. Would highly recommend this. I really like Laneige. Okay, we gotta hurry up because I got some things to do. Okay, I really want to go in with this green corrector. I've been so red lately. I also need to show you guys my jewelry. I really can't spend too much time doing this. I am very minimal when it comes to my makeup. Like I find like a handful of products that really work, and then that's all I use, and then I buy them again when they run out. So yeah, me thinking I could ever be a beauty blogger is like hilarious, because like I just don't buy stuff. I just repurchase the same stuff. And I love beauty, but I am such a minimalist when it comes to beauty and clothes. I just think if something works, it works, and we shouldn't like always be over consuming. It's like actually stresses me out. And it's weird because I love shopping. I love buying things, but when it comes to makeup, the idea of just like buying a ton of shit is like, that stresses me out. Okay, we've got our redness taken care of. Let me show you some of the pieces. Okay, so this is just a few of the ones from my summer collection. A lot of these are gonna be more like ceramic and pearl. As you can tell, very summery, very colorful, very whimsical. And then this one is pearls and lace agate. So this one is mostly crystal and pearl with a little ceramic fish. And then I have my chokers. This one is like rose quartz and mother of pearl stars. So that was the majority of the summer collection. And then my new collection is like pearlescent ceramic beads with like Swarovski crystals in the middle, and then gold, not tarnish free gold hearts. And then I'm gonna do another big puff heart necklace. You guys will have to stay tuned for that and see what that looks like. But I'm super excited because those are the vibes. Very French, very more classic chic, elevated, a little coquette for this fall season. And then I don't know, I'm thinking of doing something really fun and more like crystal-y. I'm going in with the Say Glow, whatever this is called. I really like this. It's not as good as the Charlotte Tilbury, but I had to stop using the Charlotte Tilbury because it was giving me milia really bad, if you know what that is, and just clogging my pores, which everyone said it did, and I was like, no, it'll be fine. So I like this, but you can't like keep spreading it around. It is kind of like a moisturizer. It's like a highlighted moisturizer, but it's gorgeous. I love this stuff because I love to look super moisturized and glowy. And if you do too, doing your like oil and moisturizer and then doing this, you will have it and you will feel super hydrated too. But yeah, I've just been making jewelry and I love it and I love my job even though I hate working. Like genuinely, I am not somebody who needs to work. Like I'm meant to be a mom, a wife, and a little creator. Like I love making things and having I want to have my own business. Like I would like to work in that sense, but working for someone else is just not for me. I hate waking up early. I hate it. I hate it so much. I am a slow riser, and it's not even that it's not that I sleep in. I really don't ever sleep in past like 9:30. Like, okay, well, sometimes I like to lay in bed for a really long time, but I'm really like sleep until 8:30, 9:30, get up, have my breakfast, meditate. Like I have a whole routine. And so when you're working for someone else and you have to be at work at like 8, it's just not realistic to do all that because in the morning, because then you're actually like stressing yourself out trying to do all of that stuff. And it just kind of like negates the whole purpose of having that morning routine. So I just want freedom. I just want, okay, I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Concealer, the best ever, my favorite. I'm not meant to work for someone else. Just totally not. And I also love vlogs. So that's what got me into vlogging in the first place. The camera I'm vlogging on, my husband literally got for me as a present back in like 2017 because he knew how badly I wanted to do it. I think I was like working at Madewell at the time. Like I had just finished working at Lush and I was super into skincare. I'm still into skincare. I love products. So I was like, I'm gonna be a beauty vlogger because that's what was really popular at the time. And I actually do feel like I got pretty good engagement back then, but it was because I was vlogging. It wasn't like because I was actually posting about beauty. I would just show you guys like, oh, I'm going shopping in Dallas. And then Glossier was really big. Glossier was really big back then. And so I would go to Glossier and show you guys that stuff. That's how I found Joanna Spicer too. So that's that. Okay, now we need foundation. Luminous. Again, I'm just gonna do one pump. I'm not feeling a ton of makeup today. Plus, I think this is expired. I bought it a year ago. I know it's expired, but I just refuse to buy any more right now. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, it kind of has a little smell to it. I'm gonna wait because I just ordered some foundation from The Ordinary and I'm just like into like lighter makeup right now. Not that this is like heavy coverage at all, but I just don't want it to expire again. I don't use makeup that much. Like, and if I do, I'm not piling it on, you know? So it's hard to like actually use an entire thing of makeup without it expiring. And that's why that is the travel size, you guys. Like, bought that travel size a year ago because I was going to London and I didn't even use it. I couldn't use all of it. And I wear that almost every other day. I really want to talk a little bit more about the sake of like not just posting to post. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do kind of experiment with it on TikTok just because like I don't know what is happening with that algorithm over there. Like, I feel like TikTok was so easy when it first started and now it's genuinely like you have to try so hard to get any traction over there. I don't know if it's the saturation. I don't know what. I joined TikTok back in 2018, right when it got sold. And I had a few viral, stupid, funny videos. But I'm just not, like I said, I'm not into that. That is such like a gross vibe. I don't want to just post a post. So, but I do think it is important to like have a niche over there to a certain extent and just like, I don't believe in like fully niching down, but I do think that there is power in knowing what your personal gifts are and like what you think is important to speak about, because we're all just like posting like and clogging the internet. That's what it feels like to me, and that gives me anxiety. I feel like we're just like clogging the freaking internet. Like, it's mindless. Like, let's be more intentional with our words, with what we do. And I'm not saying like it has to be perfect like in an aesthetic way, even though that's the stuff I kind of like to post and like interact with. But I do think, oh my God, I'm running late already. I do think, you know, you gotta be a little bit of a niche, because otherwise it's like, why would someone follow you? Like, that you are no one to them. You are, like, if it's just for social stuff, yeah, totally get it. I'm using this butter bronzer by NYX. I actually don't like it. I prefer a cream bronzer, but I just thought, what the heck? Figured out I'm a little bit more cool toned than warm toned. We've been using warm tone bronzer this whole time, and the way you know the difference is because if you use warm tone and you lean more cool, I'm technically neutral. But if you lean more cool, when you put it on, it will kind of have an orangey effect. And I was noticing that. Not that it looked bad, but I was just like, it could look better. But I don't love this. It has like a very strong fragrance to it. And it has like a red tint. Like, I don't know if you can tell. It's almost like blush. Like, I don't like it. It's so weird. It looks like bronzer, but then it's like kind of red, whatever. But yeah, what was I saying? I don't think that you like super need to niche down to where you only post one kind of video. But also maybe, I don't know, look at your astrology. I don't know, like, what am I talking about? Some people that works, like they post the same content all the time. They're just like different, they're wearing something different or whatever. But I know for me, like oh, should I even talk about my chart on here? This is, okay, I'm gonna do it. This is really vulnerable for me. I have a lot of 5th house placements and 4th house. Like my whole chart is like down here, okay? People that do really well on social media usually have like 8th house placements, and they create like a persona, and they don't even have to speak. They can do trendy stuff. They can just like, it's getting so dark outside. You can like only see this light. They post like, I don't know, just like stuff like that. Or like 12th house placements. Or like lots of 11th house are the people who just like go viral no matter what they post. Like they could post anything because it's like the house of Aquarius. It's community, it's online. I don't have any, I literally have none of those placements. So all things considered, like I'm a Libra moon, Cancer rising, like I love cozy home aesthetic stuff. So I'm like, why don't I just do that? I love being at home. I'm a huge homebody. I think that's one thing too. My cat's looking at me. I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to like, your content isn't worthy unless you get out of the house. And it's like, okay, well it takes, you know, I'm not always out of the house. Like I'm in my house quite often actually. So that kind of put off a light bulb in me. And then just that mixed with like creating, I create at home. So I'm like, oh, like, okay, this is like, oh, this is like completely dried out. So ding, ding, ding. Why don't you just make content at home? Like I can do so much at home, and my home is beautiful, and I can, whatever. Now I'm going on a tangent, but you know what I'm saying? So 4th house, 5th house, that's literally creativity and the home, and Libra there. So beautiful things in the home. And then I have a Pisces midheaven. So I do really like to share journal entries and like spiritual things. I'm using the Goop Color Glow Balm. It's like a lip to cheek. I just got this in New York and I'm obsessed. It's so good. It's just like the Tata Harper one, better, and you get more product. And it's such a pretty color. So yeah, that's kind of what led me here, and experimentation. And the videos that do the best on my TikTok are the ones where I am sharing like just stream of consciousness, you know, journal entries with you guys. Like, I guess being emotionally vulnerable. And that's what really matters to me, is like the heart of a person. And I think that's one of the most authentic things, is like sharing kind of like inner dialogue like that. I like things that are deep, that have meaning. And that's the kind of content I like to consume. Not everything. I love superficial stuff, like beautiful things and material things and being hedonistic, but obviously I am personally a very deep person, and I like content like that. So it makes sense that I would also sprinkle that in. But I had planned on doing more eye makeup, but I just don't have time and I don't really feel like doing it. But that's my little spiel. And then I'm just using this Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know, I kind of like to use it like lipstick. Do it like lipstick like I just do the liner. And then little chapstick. Let me turn this off and see if it still looks good. Ooh, we're a little dark. We're a little dark. Nope, don't like that. This thing is powerful. I got it on TikTok shop. Well, I didn't get it on TikTok shop. My hack for life is to take the thing you like from TikTok shop and go look for it on Amazon and don't pay an exorbitant amount of shipping. Okay, while we're on the topic of this, wait, I gotta go get my mascara. Okay, so I was gonna say, while we're on the topic of this, I have come to the conclusion, thanks to one of my acquaintances, that I am a soft summer. Yes, and I was fully convinced I was a soft autumn, but then I would wear some of those rusty colors, greens, and I was like, that does not look good on me. Why does that not look good on me? I'm just using this L'Oreal Panorama mascara. I used to be such a clean girl when it came to mascara, but you know what? I was tired of the raccoon eyes, so this is the one thing I will sacrifice my eyelid health for. And honestly, it doesn't annoy my eyes. This one's a little too wet. I like the gold one, but it'll do. So yeah, I am a soft summer because I do have like grayish green eyes. And I had never heard of it. Like, no one talks about soft summer. You just hear about the 4 seasons, but you guys, there are like sub seasons. So if something's not hitting, and first of all, an app cannot tell you what your season, I'm sorry, it doesn't. That's like literally impossible. And your veins also don't tell you anything. So please don't listen to that. But I did a lot of research, saw a lot of videos, and then the best thing you can do, you guys, is if you're crazy like me and you research everything, go put it into practice. Go to the store without makeup or with minimal makeup and hold up clothing that is the color of that palette, and immediately you can see if it brightens your appearance or if it makes you look ruddy and like gives you bags under your eyes. Same thing with lipstick. That was the biggest thing for me. That's when I knew I was a soft summer, because I kept trying on lipsticks and I was like, no, these don't brighten my face, like whatever. And then when I researched it a little more, I was like, oh my God, these are all like soft summer. If you go on Pinterest, you can find more like subsects, I guess you could call it, of the seasons. Okay, and don't worry about any little thing. I'm gonna go and take off the excess mascara when it dries. Because I have almond eyes, I always get it on my eyelids. But yeah, you can find, like, people have spent a lot of time creating like aesthetics and stuff and palettes for subsect seasons on Pinterest, and so that's when it like really hit. And then I just started experimenting with like colors of clothes and stuff, and I was like, dang, yeah, I'm not a soft autumn. And thankfully not, because I actually do really love the colors of soft summer. I love kind of more like soft browns and light grays, and I love pale blue. Like, if you know me, I wear a lot of black and gray. I don't like color, but occasionally I will wear like blues. I have a really pretty pink Ralph Lauren button up I've worn on here, and that was, you guys, that is what opened my eyes. Like, when I put that shirt on, I feel like all my features brighten, which is weird because I think that's more of a summer color, but whatever. Like, it's gonna complement you really well if it's somewhere within your season. So yeah, that is a really good tip for actually finding your season without having to pay thousands of dollars for someone to tell you, which is absolutely insane. I mean, if you can spend the money, do it, but I personally, no. I'm a trial and error girl. I'm gonna go out in the field. I'm gonna do the field work so that you don't have to, and so that I don't have to pay the money. I'd rather go do my own little like experiment to see if it works. So like this blue is my color. That's gonna be a necklace. Okay, I've really got to go. I'm fully ready. I feel like you're fully caught up. I hope you still watch my channel. I hope people comment on this, and I hope you guys follow along the journey of creating my brand, Neptune's Collection, and just seeing like what I have in store for the future. I want to do more sit down videos like this, just about life in general, life advice. Q&As would be super fun to do. You can follow me on Instagram. It's Anecdotes of a Dreamer. And then I have my product Instagram, Neptune's Collection. But like I said, I'm gonna be out there, you guys. I'm gonna be out there in real life, in the field, but I'm gonna take you along with me and show you how that works for me. And hopefully it's as in alignment as it feels. And then the growth from that will help boost us on here, so we can do bigger scale things. I have so many ideas. I would love to travel and source materials from my favorite cities and do things like that. But right now we're in the studio. We're in my studio, which I've wanted for so long. I love it. I'm gonna put on my stuff and I'm gonna show you the fit check, the vibes, and then we're gonna skedaddle. Here is my little workstation. It's very messy, but I love it. Okay, not the most exciting little fit check. I actually wish I had some heels to like elevate this, but I don't. Maybe I need to put that on my little fall list. I need to get some booties or something. But I do have my new little mini Longchamp, which I love. Shorts, wool tights. I don't know if I'm gonna burn up. It's honestly, I thought it was a lot colder than it is. Yeah, that's all. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.